Alright, folks, this is Acid Root, so I'm going to review the skits on the Slim Shady LP by Eminem. Now, obviously, I'm thinking that the Slim Shady LP was the first album review I did on Acid Root, so it makes sense for that to be the first skit review. I kind of wanted to start reviewing these just because most of the time they're the songs I don't go for. I wanted to see if some of these were actually funny and what to think of them. Now, I don't want to just say, okay, this skit sucks and I give this project like a 0 out of 10. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to take a look at some of these. I mean, I can't expect them to be like the finesse of like an Eminem song, but I think that they're going to be funny and kind of be an extra peer into his world when everything just is not about hooks, lyrics, music, beats, producers, and all that sort of stuff. So, probably the least effective skit for me was the public service announcement. I know back in 1999, Eminem was like a phenom, a real huge phenomena, and just went crazy with it. But I mean, really, all that was telling you was just not to take part, and it basically said, don't take part in the stuff that you hear on this project. I mean, it didn't completely full blown said that, but it was pretty close. So it was just kind of a warning, I suppose, seeing as this was the actual first introduction to Eminem, besides Infinite and stuff, that it kind of goes to show for what it was. But the Paul Rosenberg skit was better. I did like that one. Basically, his lawyer. I mean, I think that was his lawyer. I mean, I follow Paul Rosenberg on Twitter, or at least I think I still do. And I thought that was his manager, but something to that effect. It said it was his lawyer, and he was basically saying to like tone it down and just not yap about, just kind of, it's getting hard to defend him and stuff, which was interesting just because a lawyer telling you to be careful. I mean, obviously that's funny, so that's good taste of that. The bitch skit was another nice one. Some chick named Zoey basically saying Eminem is disgusting, which I don't understand where that comes from, Eminem being disgusting. I mean, he said he wanted to like, rape lesbians while they're screaming, "Let's just be friends." But I mean, I don't know too many nasty lyrics. I mean, Eminem was not like Devin the Dude and Old Dirty Bastard and some of the more greasy type dudes that will actually have things. I mean, he just would elaborate. He just had the lyrics to do it. It's kind of, I mean, he was basically one of like the first battle rappers to kind of, make it huge like that. So that's kind of the thing there. But that was an interesting twist, just women's initial reaction to Eminem. The lounge skit, I didn't like that one either. It was just them singing the hook to My Fault. Kaniff was kind of funny. That kind of reminded me of Jeffree Star. I mean, I'm not saying that he would do, Jeffree Star would do that sort of thing, but it was just kind of weird. It's my initial impression of hearing that is like, why the fuck would you call Eminem like that? I mean, it was just a real weird scenario to sit there and mess with that. It just didn't make sense to me. I suppose that's the kind of, when you have celebrity, that's the kind of shit that you'd have to deal with. It's probably why they say that they have like 10 phones and change them every 2 months or something. It was kind of random and didn't really make that much sense, but it was still funny. And then the soap skit I didn't really like. I mean, Spotify says that Royce the 5'9" is on there, but I didn't notice him. It was just some soap opera that didn't really turn out that well. So 3 out of 6 I enjoyed. So I'll just give it like a 6.5 out of 10 for their skits. I want it to be on like a 10 grade scale, so that way it's just not like 5 out of 5. I mean, I want it to have some variety. 6.5 is basically where it's at. I mean, the skits that there were good, but some of the ones that weren't, I mean, I think obviously for what it was, this album is still a classic. So the skits, obviously I think I'm probably just comparing to how Eminem would do things now. But that initial taste, I mean, we didn't know if Eminem was going to be funny or what he would do. So this is kind of the start of something, just to see the type of humor that he would convey. And it works. I like Ken Kaniff. I liked Paul Rosenberg. I liked the bitch, Zoey. So those were funny. That's the big ups from Eminem. That's the kind of shit that I like to remember.